McCauley, and I am the facilitator of Pray It Off. And we have a meeting here tonight, Thursday night, and tonight we're going to talk about perseverance. And I just wanted to mention that Donna gave me this book called Embracing Change, and I liked it so much I wanted to marry it and have children with it. And so I tracked him down. I mean, who does that? Ellen does it. I found Father Joseph Sykes' phone number, and he's my new best friend, and he's even talking about coming to Holy Family and maybe giving a presentation. And he's giving me a digital copy of this book because there's 10 steps to grow spiritually and emotionally, and I can present each step each week. But I want to start perseverance with this little story from this book. Once upon a time, there was a person who bought a field that was overgrown with weeds, tall grasses, bramble bushes. After much hard work that resulted in blisters on his hands and an aching back, the field was cleared, tilled, and planted with beautiful flowers and wonderful vegetables. And showing what he had accomplished to a friend, the gardener heard his friend say, "This is a beautiful garden. Isn't God wonderful?" The gardener replied, "Yes, indeed, God is wonderful, but you should have seen this field when God had it all by himself." And I loved it because I had people say to me, "I'm not losing weight, why isn't God helping me?" God wants to help you, but you gotta persevere and you gotta start helping yourself. What I say to people who, I'm not talking if you're on medicine or have a thyroid problem, I'm talking about those of you and those of us who maybe are having the chips and the ice cream and the brownies. You gotta want it bad enough. You have to want it. And you might say, "But I do want it. I do want it." Then here's what I say to you. Pick 40 days. How about starting today? And you have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You strap on that pedometer and you get walking. The thing is, we confuse the means with the ends. We think, if I pray, God will help me and I'll just miraculously wake up and I'll be thin. It's not going to happen. It's the same thing with Olympic athletes. Do you think they say, Michael Phelps says, I'm going to win 8 gold medals at the Olympics, but today I'm going to have a cheeseburger and fries. Now, he eats whatever he wants now because he's swimming 8 gazillion miles a day. These people work, or if they want to be a doctor, and you go to get your bachelor's degree with the goal of being a doctor, and he's like, well, he or she says, I'm not going to go to classes this week, but I'm still going to be a doctor. This is one's out. You have to pick your goal and then carry on with it. People give up because they're kind of lazy. Now you might say, Ellen, I'm not lazy. I work really hard and I take care of my family and I do all this work. But where you are lazy is about losing weight. Because you have to plan ahead. You have to say, this is what I'm going to eat. For example, remember I told you those lean cuisines were bad for you? This, Light Life. It's got 330 calories, which is perfect for a meal. It's all vegetables. It's only got, here's the kicker, 300 milligrams of sodium. That's not bad at all. Anywhere. Wegmans, Price Chopper, PNC. And this is Zesty Mexican. And remember, you old Weight Watchers, sauce is free. So I get the hottest sauce I can find, and I'm slapping it on that Zesty Mexican. And it's pretty big. So try these. So mix it up. I'm a firm believer in non-processed food. But if you have to eat something on the run, grab one of these. And remember, when I am chatting, thank you. Also, many people give up because of slow or lack of progress. On June 25th, 2009, I weighed 208 pounds. Almost a year later, I've only lost 6 pounds. I eat 3 meals a day. I exercise. Did I say, oh, hi, this is the last meeting of Pray It Off because I'm not losing as much weight as I really think I should? No. I'm not gaining weight. We're going forward. If you have slow progress, I always say, are you gaining weight? No. What can we do to mix it up? What can we do to find out? Building permanent weight loss is a lifetime commitment. I know one table had a little discussion last week I kind of overheard. they leave here and they say, Friday, I'm like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do good. And then they go out Friday night and someone says, you want a beer? How about some Fritos? How about this, you know? And then they go, well, I blew it. I might as well eat whatever I want. If it's your birthday, that's one thing. But there's somebody's birthday every day of the week. We have to really watch it. Hey, it was one person's birthday this week. They went out to dinner 4 times. They lost 2 pounds. You can still lose weight if somebody went on vacation for a couple weeks, lost weight because they're moving. You have to find out what's important to you. If you're losing weight because you have adult onset diabetes, heart disease, sleep apnea, knee, back pain, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, don't those sound like good reasons? Those are good reasons. Even if you're losing weight so that you can move more or get into different clothes, those are good reasons too. But you have to have a reason. One of the reasons that keep me going is pray it off. I have this group. Those of you who are still, and I can take your logs, and that's another thing we're going to talk about next week, is logs, and say, are you really serious about losing weight? Give me 40 days of serious. The thing is, if you give up, I had someone call me up and say, Ellen, this just isn't a good time to lose weight. What did I say? It's not no way. When is it going to be a good time? When? You're going to have babies, and they're going to grow up, and then they're going to be teenagers, or you're going to have lose a job, or have a kid with a drug problem, or a sick kid, or this or that, or your mother's going to be sick, or your mother's going to move in with you. It's always going to be something. I always say, and I love this little cartoon on this one thing. Well, I don't think I'm there yet, so I'm gonna wait on this. Okay. One of the troubles I had with the blog is uploading because they were too long.